This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I'm sorry for the late start. I just had to get some sleep, man. I hope you guys are getting enough sleep and staying healthy during this time. And let's get right into it. So we got Gucci Man. He totally got rid of his old roster. I mean, I'm not going to name everybody, but you got Little Wop, Asian Doll. You got Hood Rich Pablo, obviously Ralo. A bunch of people just done from the label. I know there's more artists, okay? He totally got rid of everybody. And, Gucci Man's Gucci Man. He's a legend, okay? He's always going to make money. He's always going to, I'm critical of him sometimes, but I'll never, ever not acknowledge the things he's done, We go through stages in our life and we mature as we go on, and we different, Jeezy's a lot different than he was even, 10 years ago, especially more different than he was 16 years ago, so, and you can decide if you like that artist anymore at that point. Gucci Man, he's still delivering the same kind of music. He's different as a character, obviously, but that just comes with maturity. Did he lose his ability to pick artists at this point? Might have, because the old Gucci was still going through the hood all the time and everything, and he was more connected. When you get disconnected, and we're all guilty of this. I could give you what I feel about certain things, but am I disconnected more than I was 10 years ago? Of course I am. I was more out and about in the situations than I am now, if that makes any sense. Like, Gucci Man was always in the hood back in the day, so he had a pulse of what was going on, what was hot. Now he still can recognize talent, but is he gonna, strike gold every time like he was back in the day? Probably not. Okay. And that's okay. But it's just, you just got to recognize that. So he totally remixed everything, and he's trying a different way. Maybe someone helped him pick this new artist he signed. What was his name? He signed Ola Runt. Okay, now I'm not totally up on him. A lot of people tell me that he's hot out here. I'm gonna definitely check him out, and maybe this one will work. All it takes is one to work, and it helps your whole label. I was always hoping he was going to be able to bring Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan back together, because if anyone could do it, he could. But I guess something happened between him and Young Thug also embraced Gucci right when he came home, and Young Thug was hot at the moment, and he owed that to Gucci, because Gucci put him on, and he feels like he paid his debts and that he can move forward. So maybe he was insulted by that, because maybe Gucci Man doesn't totally understand what happened between him and Rich Homie Quan. I don't think any of us do. He never really let it out. So yeah, he totally is revamping his label. We'll see how that works. Hopefully it works out. Future's having problems with baby mom. Let me get to that story. So basically, this woman, she's not officially a baby mom. It's an alleged baby mother, because we still haven't done the testing, but she's talking about his private life and everything. And she's bringing receipts to this whole suit because now Future's going after her for defamation. This is a drawn out thing. This is how I see it. They say more money, more problems. That's a fact. More baby mom, more problems. Fact. Okay, so you kind of bring this on yourself. Can't really feel sorry for him at this point. I'm sorry. Then we got, this was funny. If you look up A$AP Rocky and Tyler the Creator, aka Felicia the Goat, he trolls A$AP Rocky. Gets in there. He's talking about, they're just talking. He's like, I see you. You're making new music, because Tyler the Creator's in like somewhere on like a ski resort making beats. It looks crazy. I mean, it looks inspirational. And he's like, yo, I'll play you what I've been working on if you show me what you're wearing. He's always trolling Something like that. He's crazy, man. Then we got Styles P. Now I'll talk about this. So Styles P says he might have had CV back in January, and he overcame it. I too feel like I had it in January. I think anybody that felt, they had aches, coughing, fever, a lot of phlegm in January, might have had this thing. You might have had it. There was no testing then. They probably assumed you had the regular flu, so they treated it as such. With me, they did. They gave me steroids, they gave me some codeine, they gave me nasal drip, and they gave me antibiotics. I only went in 3 weeks after. I tried handling it myself with, chicken noodle soup, vitamin supplements, lots of green juices, everything that Styles P's talking about. Don't totally listen. He's right about talking about, he said in January, I had never gotten this thing so bad either. I experienced the same thing he did. I couldn't really breathe at night. I felt like I wasn't overcoming it. And I was actually scared that it was wearing my body down to a point where I couldn't overcome it. I was like, wow, this is it? I can't get rid of this thing. So I was down for 2 weeks. Going on the third week, I said, okay, I just got to go to the doctor and pay the money. So I did. And I got the medicine, and it helped me. The steroids automatically help your body overcome that stuff. It's a certain kind, I guess. You got to go to the doctor, and they prescribe the right dosage and everything. And he said he overcame it through black seed oil and a juice and tea diet. Now, absolutely incorporate juice, tea, and get a lot of rest. I guess the black seed oil maybe, but you still should go see a doctor, man. Don't totally listen to what he said. You got to go see a doctor. So just go see a doctor. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I love you guys, and I'll check you guys on the next one.